This is Irontrader, and this is last call of the day. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted along with the EIA report for crude oil. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, the EIA report is, I have it posted here at the end of this video, but it wasn't really anything that great. I mean, it had a bullish tone to it, and then I guess the fighting started back up there in the Middle East. So that kind of rose it right on up here. But really, when that EIA report came out there at 10:30 today, had a pretty good run right up on crude. And actually, UCO was a really good trade for me. Now, I'm still holding my short position. UCO, I made a $1.20 on that. I'm trading 5,000 shares. And that really was a really good trade, but you had to be really quick. And today you had to be right in front of your computer. I mean, glued to it, you know. Now, remember, at the after the close there today, NVIDIA, as you just watch NVIDIA, that's going to be a big market mover, even if not just the stock, but all the technology, one way or the other. So just keep your eyes open on that at 4 o'clock there for the old NVIDIA. Okay, let's take a look here at old crude ski here. Okay, so here we have the old daily chart. Now you can see here where we had this double top situation, just like I pointed out, see double top situation, double top situation, double top situation. Okay, so this is what we have. We got now we have a series of lower lows and lower highs. That's really never good because see what happens? Boom. See what happens? Boom. Okay, and now we're in that same process going on here now. Okay, so we lost that 21-day, but we're holding that 8-day. It came down below, but always remember here when it comes down below that support level, like say we're looking at the 8-day, it usually wants to go right back up here, and you leave that bottoming tail situation. See how that goes, like that. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So that's what we're always looking for here to scalp it back up. So for what I am, and I was short here, still kept the short on, but I just scalped along as I had the short, almost like a hedge kind of a situation. Okay, so I'm never afraid to do like the two-way trade, pretty much at the same time. Okay, so let's look at the downside. So what we're looking at here is looking at that 24.29. So watch those futures when they open up at 6 o'clock tonight. It's going to be a very good tail here. So watch that 24.29. That's going to be very, very key. Now, again, if that's lost, you're going to look at today's low. That's at 73.82. Okay, so that's what you're really trading against when those futures open, is that 73.82 on the downside, and then your 75.95 there on the upside. So again, if that is lost here, then we're going to come right over here to the top. You're looking at 73.52, and then we'll look at the bottom of that candle right there at 72.83. Then we just followed it down. Okay, 72.54. You got 72.20. 71.67, your big retest down here at 71.46. Again, that's if that 8-day is lost here. So this is basically, you're in a scalping phase here. There's really nothing here. There's no reversal. Okay, see, look, we had this reversal, a candle where you put in this double bottom situation. Then we made a higher high, and then the following days you rallied up nice. Same way we had here. We had a higher low. And then once you broke out on top, that tells you that you got to get long. Right now, we don't have that. We're still in process on the downward spin. Now, RSI here, that could still go on way down. Your MACD is looking okay here. Your sideways action, but this doesn't really have any bullish effect to it. Okay, so then when you look at see the high, the lower high, the lower high, the lower high, lower high. So if you draw a line right through there, that's not what you want to see if you're bullish. Okay, you want to have it just the opposite going on here. Okay, so say it does rally up here. Well, what you want to watch is you want to watch the bottom of that candle. Okay, so that's 75.04. That's going to be your resistance level, and then 75.64. That is going to be your 21-day. That's going to be a very, very key level. And then we have today's high at that 75.95. If we can get above all that, we just follow the candles up here. Your next level is going to be 76.52 level. Then we'll come over here. You have 76.83. And then what we're going to do is be looking for that 77.81 on your 200-day. Again, if you crack above that, you can go 78. 55, then you have 79.28, and then your big retest is 80.16, which is just basically the top of that candle. That is your resistant levels here. But now what we're doing is we're really trading between the 21-day here and the 8-day. So we got to see how this is all shaken out. Now, yesterday, okay, we had this red candle, but it was an inside day, and we were basically trading between the 21-day and the 200-day. Now that took that level down from 21-day down to the 8-day. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out here. So Just watch those futures at 6 o'clock tonight. Let's just see how they all shake out. Okay, now here we have your weekly chart. Now you can see all the resistance levels, but you can see your 21-day, your 50-day, your 8-day. Everything is rolling right over here. And see this topping tail here so far for the week. Now I know it's only Wednesday. We got a couple days left here, but we got to see how all this candle shakes out. You look at your MACD here, see your green below your red here. There's nothing positive here at all. This is here on a downslide. Okay, and then we have that topping tail. There's just nothing. And then we're below that 200-day, which is very, very key. That's 78.26, which look how many times that we've held it very, very nicely. Now, basically what we had here is we had that war premium going in, and we just had that nice rally. But we noticed it went right into that 200-day, and then it stopped it cold, okay? And then we had that double top situation that's selling off. But just always remember here, right now the hurricane season isn't really adding up to anything as far as for an oil trader, okay? So where you have disruption, you have this, you don't have any of that going on here. And remember, you only got about a month left of that hurricane season, and then that's done. You got the war going on here, but we got to see here. But really, the crude market is very well supplied right now, so it doesn't really. This isn't like a big factor. That's why we don't have. A lot of times you see a war premium, how we'd be having a $120 oil kind of situation. But you can see how well supplied that we are. And plus, you have to look at China. Now, China looks like it's slowing down. So that's never really good for the overall crude market. Okay, let's take a look here now at natural gas. Okay, now natural gas was really also a very, very good trade today. UNG, I scalped it twice there today. It was a really, really good scalp there. I got, what did I get on there? 70 cents so far out of the UNG. Okay, so it's been a very, very good. So now you can see where we just went out, we gapped up and went. But remember, that was the contract roll. Okay, so it doesn't affect like UNG or BOIL or KOLD or any kind of an ETF. That's not going to affect it. Okay, so we had that gap up, but now you notice right now, if you look at natural gas, it's sitting at 1.9. What were we sitting at here? You're sitting at 211. Okay, so 211 is what the price is. This is the key that we're talking about here. This basically 2.09. See this level here? 2.09. That's your 21-day and your 8-day. Okay, so now your 8-day flattened out and your price is above. So that's always very positive. So let's look at the upside here first. So you really want to watch this 2.14 level. That's going to be key. Now, a next level here, we're going to look to the bottom, is 2.17 level. Okay, and then we'll come up to the top of this candle. Okay, 2.22, that's your next resistant level. And then we'll come up here, 2.23, that's your next resistant level. And then we'll come up here, 2.25, which is your 50-day. And then right above it, we have 2.28. And then we have your retest there at 2.30, which is just basically the top of that candle. Okay, so that's the area that we're looking for here. This here will be key support right here. All these big, these simple moving averages, and then resistance, and then this will just be your resistant levels here. But again, now we're trading a whole different kind of a range here, where we are trading here between this bottom here, roughly 1.875 and the 200-day. And then when you gapped up here now, it looks like it's holding. We put a bottoming tail here. This right now is bullish. So we got to see here if it can continue and go on. So when 6 o'clock, when those futures open, watch that 2.14. That's going to be very key. And then watch today's low at 2.02 level. Now, again, if this sells down and say you lose that 2.09 level, that 8 and that 21-day, then what you're going to be looking for here is we'll be looking for today's low. Okay, that's at 2.02. And then we'll look here to the top of this candle. That's 1.97. See your gap, 2.02, and then 1.97. Okay, gap and then fill. Then we have your 1.94 level here, and then we have basically 1.88 here on the bottom. Now, again, it doesn't have to be filled, that gap, because if you look here in a past here, this was also another contract roll here where she jumped up, okay, and then she just kept on rolling up sideways. Now, we might get a sideways action like we had here, but if we can get that 8-day to curl back up here, you can have a nice, good rally up here. Now, again, remember, natural gas is coming into its seasonality here about the first week of September, and that's right around the corner here. And then you can run that all the way up to the first week of December here. So don't have no opinion, just trade what there is in front of you, like I always say, okay? So here's what we have here on the RSI. Now, this is going to be a little bit of different tell because we had that gap up. So it automatically goes up, and the same way your green is going to go over your red. So realistically, what you really just want to watch is just watch today's high, okay, and watch low, and then watch that key 8 SMA and that 21-day at that 2.09. Very, very crucial. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Now, if you look here on your weekly chart, you can see where it had that nice gap up, and your rate pretty much right above here, right into that 8-day, you're sitting at 2.10. Now, again, if it can rally up here, you got some really nice targets all the way up here at that 2.28 level here, and we can go all the way up to your 2.41 level if we can start breaking this resistance. That's the key level. That's the key right now. So we got to see if we can get and close above this 8 simple moving average here, and then we can go to that next level. Now, obviously here, your charts aren't exactly true because of the gap up. But again, give it about another, a couple more days here to the end of the week, and then these charts will be right back to normal here again. So your green is below your red here, so that's showing that still is bearish. But look at it, if it can curl up on a weekly, that would give us a nice good juice to go on the upside. So basically today at 6 o'clock, just like with crude oil, watch the high and the low of the candle, and let's trade against that. That's what we're looking for. Okay, that's what I got for you. And I'll be back here tomorrow morning, and we will do it all over again. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want.